So this is in Quakerstown, exit off of 476, Hampton Inn. This is not a new Hampton Inn. It's not a new build. They've been here for a while, and I've been here before actually, but we're here using a free night certificate, and I figured I would show what it's like in one that isn't like a new build or obviously super recent. Oh wow, so this place actually has a pool and a hot tub, which I don't know if you can see probably over there, but in the fitness center too. This is quite the kind of fancy Hampton Inn, I have to say, even if it's been here for a while. Everything looks pretty good, in good shape. Yeah, so here you can see gold doors. I don't know, that's the thing that kind of hints that this has been here for a while, isn't completely brand new, because I don't think they would do gold doors. But inside the elevator, I think you can tell it looks like they've renovated pretty recently. This all looks pretty nice and in pretty good shape, even though, you know, you can tell that the car has been here for a bit. Astonishingly, we got the app to work to let us in, and as you can see, again, you know, recently painted, renovated. This looks pretty nice. They got this brand standard. This all looks great, and the same, I would say, feeling and everything that we got at the Home 2 Suites that was a new build. So I do feel like my experience so far, again, this is maybe not an entirely random Hampton Inn, but it is, you know, just side of the road kind of place down near Quakertown, Pennsylvania. And seems like they've renovated recently. The chair here's quite nice. This table is brand new, very nice. That all looks good. If I'm going to be picky, because I do feel like I've been really hunting in a lot of the other places, I did notice sitting down that there's a little bit of wear down on the bottom of the like the bed frame or what the bed sits on, but I feel weird, you know, even pointing that out or making a deal out of that, because most people are never going to see that. Even if they do, they're not going to touch it. Like, that's, if you know, if in previous hotels that had been the issue, I wouldn't have mentioned it, right? They have, for whatever reason, like a little footstool in here in case you want to sit in the closet. I don't know. Again, you know, this all is in good shape. The bathroom has an actual door, which apparently is now like a plus, because even like the Home 2 Suites has that weird sliding door. So I love seeing that. Probably because this isn't a brand new build, right? But this door looks basically new. I mean, maybe they just repainted it very carefully, but I'm not seeing, you know, most of those indications of like a slapdash paint job or anything. This all looks in good shape, you know, decent quality. Again, it's a Hampton Inn, so it's not like luxury or anything, but perfectly fine, perfectly nice. Seems fresh and in pretty good shape. You know, shower area and everything. You know, I'm basically hunting to find something wrong with this room. I mean, I guess I can point out that there's a little bit here of plumber's tape, and this is a little loose. So that is a problem, you know, that the shower head is a little loose. It's the only problem in the unit. We haven't tested the shower. I don't know if we are going to, so I'm just going to assume that it does work. But that's it. That's it I could point out as like any kind of an issue. So I don't know. It really is pushing me to just stay in the Hilton brand places. There, you know, I don't have a lot to say except it lives up to the standards. It's in good shape, and it's just, you know, side of the road Hampton Inn that isn't a new build. It's not a new Spark or anything.
What's actually nice about this bathroom, I'm not sure if the Hilton is exempt from this in other properties, but like this one in particular, like there's actually space on the counter to set something down. So, for example, if you have a husband that likes to splash water all over the bathroom sink for whatever reason, he can splash over here, and there might still be a dry spot over here to set your pajamas down before you change into them at night.
Speaking of space, though, really hunting for issues, and I will say this is one thing of the new redesign at some of the Hilton properties. If you are a CPAP user like me, and you've got like your cell phone or whatever, it's great that there's plug right here, USB right here, but then there's this phone right here that ideally, I guess, wouldn't be right here. Maybe it would be by the TV, maybe it would be wall mounted, but you can see what I mean. There's not a lot of space anymore to put these things. And I know in some of them, they had power and little, this isn't even, this isn't like the old desk things. This is just a shelf, which would be fine if they had a second one over by the chair over there. Where there's power. Now I could use that side table, but then I have to pull out my power strip and run, power further to then set up my CPAP. So this is, I suppose, one negative here. Nothing wrong with it. It's in great shape. It's not dirty. It's not broken. The plugs are fine. But if Hilton is doing any kind of research, I think having a bigger center table or tables on both sides of the bed would be really appreciated, especially just because if you're someone who needs something like setting up a CPAP, you need a little bit of space next to a plug for medical reasons, and it would be nice to have just a little bit more room for that. You could have potentially 4 adults in here, and you've got that amount of space for anything you might want vaguely near the bed. I guess I complain about this somewhere else, so I have to mention it here. The ice bucket is mid-tier, middling. It's kind of the middle between really good ones and complete junk, which, to be fair, I think is honestly the perfect place for Hampton Inn to be, mid-tier. So, random Hampton Inn, just to disprove that all the Hilton places are good because they're new builds. No, this one is in great shape and has been maintained, as I said before. One of the things that I would say is this is actually an impressive Hampton Inn. I pointed out that they actually also have a hot tub, which a lot of hotels don't. They may just have a pool. And also I wanted to point out this had the full fitness center as well. It's conveniently located right off of 476, so if you were traveling towards, say, Philadelphia from New York State, or just going along that way, this is a great one to stop at. If you have to go anywhere in Quakertown area, this is a great place to stay. It's very well maintained, and I think everything together, I give this an 8 on the Tug Adapted scale. It has amenities that you don't expect. It is a great place to stay. The beds are comfortable, and everything is in pretty good shape. And again, this isn't a selected place. It's not a brand new place. So I think this is relatively representative of just picking a random off the side of the road Hampton Inn, and it does stick with my belief that you do get a lot of value staying at the mid-tier Hiltons. Yes, you're going to pay maybe $160 a night after taxes, but it seems well worth it in comparison to a lot of the savings that I was testing out before. Though I will continue to review other places and test other chains just to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything.